Why is it that we often struggle to stay productive even when we have the tools, knowledge, and desire to succeed? Because traditional productivity is broken. It glorifies hustle, burnout, and rigid schedules. But Ali Abdaal, a doctor-turned-productivity YouTuber and educator, offers a radically different approach in his groundbreaking book Feel Good: Productivity: How to Do More of What Matters to You. He reveals that the key to lasting productivity isn't forcing ourselves to work harder, it's learning to enjoy the process. By tapping into joy, playfulness, and self-compassion, we can actually get more done and feel better doing it. Part I: The foundation of feel-good productivity. 1. The productivity paradox. Traditional productivity models treat the human brain like a machine, expecting consistent output regardless of mental, emotional, or physical state. However, Ali Abdaal challenges this assumption. Drawing from cognitive science and his own journey, he identifies the root of poor productivity: emotional resistance. The more we push ourselves through tasks that feel meaningless or stressful, the more we subconsciously begin to resist them. This creates a cycle of guilt, avoidance, and burnout. Abdaal's key insight is that productivity should feel good, because when it does, we want to return to it. Enjoyable work becomes sustainable work. He distinguishes between two kinds of productivity: fear-based productivity, driven by pressure, deadlines, and guilt; joy-based productivity, rooted in play, curiosity, and purpose. Fear may yield short-term results, but joy builds long-term consistency. 2. The science of enjoyable work. Research from neuroscience and psychology supports Abdaal's philosophy. Studies show that dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, isn't just released when we succeed, but when we anticipate success. This means that when we enjoy the work process, our brains naturally sustain momentum. Key elements of enjoyable productivity: autonomy, having control over your work; mastery, seeing progress and skill development; purpose, connecting tasks to a deeper why. The book references the concept of flow, introduced by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, a mental state where time disappears. Focus intensifies and tasks become intrinsically rewarding. 3. Redefining success. Abdaal encourages readers to redefine productivity, not as doing more, but doing what matters. Instead of obsessing over output, he invites us to clarify what truly brings fulfillment, eliminate unnecessary obligations, focus on high-impact, joyful tasks. Grow reads exercise: write down your top 5 life priorities. Are your current habits aligned with them? If not, where can you shift? Part II: Feel Good Principles to boost productivity. 4. Energy time. You can't stretch time, but you can manage your energy. Abdaal urges readers to understand their own energy rhythms. Most people have peak focus periods, mornings for some, evenings for others. He introduces the idea of energy mapping, which includes green zones, high energy periods; yellow zones, moderate focus; red zones, low energy, low willpower. Build your work schedule around this energy map. For example, do deep, focused tasks in green zones. Do admin or passive work in red zones. Use yellow zones for collaboration or light creative work. Boost energy through hydration, sleep hygiene, movement, micro-exercises during work, mindful breaks. 5. Playfulness and curiosity. Remember when learning used to be fun. Children approach life with curiosity and joy. Abdaal suggests reviving this spirit through playful challenges. Instead of dragging yourself through a task, gamify it. Tactics: use timers, Pomodoro technique. Create rewards, treats, breaks. Add constraints, for example, write 500 words using only short sentences. This taps into the intrinsic motivation loop. The work becomes rewarding in itself. Grow reads tip: take a dull task and inject a silly challenge. Sing while doing dishes or race the clock while writing emails. 6. Positive friction and constraints. Constraints fuel creativity. Instead of seeing limits as setbacks, Abdaal reframes them as tools. Examples: short deadlines increase urgency. Word count caps increase clarity. Defined scopes reduce overwhelm. He references the creative box theory: too much freedom leads to paralysis. Small limitations ignite innovation. Strategy, set arbitrary but meaningful limits. E.g., design a new project outline in 10 sticky notes. 7. Systems over discipline. Motivation fades, discipline fluctuates, systems endure. Abdaal defines systems as rituals, repeated patterns that signal it's time to work. Environment design, structuring your surroundings for success, for example, putting your phone in another room. Automation, using tools to reduce mental load, to-do apps, habit trackers. He outlines his own daily startup sequence, which includes 1. Review calendar. 2. Scan inbox 5 minutes limit. 3. Write 3 most important tasks, MITs. 4. Start deep work timer. By building habits into your routine, productivity becomes automatic. 8. The power of reflection. Abdaal emphasizes the need to pause and reflect. Productivity without reflection is motion without direction. He introduces tools like weekly reviews, what worked, what didn't. Daily journaling, 1-sentence summaries and gratitudes. The productivity compass, a tool to realign your goals with actions. Reflection helps course correct and keeps you in touch with your deeper values. Part III, emotional TOOLS and identity shifts. 9. Procrastination as an emotional signal. Abdaal reframes procrastination not as laziness, but as emotional misalignment. Often we delay tasks because we associate them with fear, perfectionism, or lack of meaning. Tactic: ask yourself, what emotion am I avoiding? Then reframe the task to reduce the threat. Make it feel safe, fun, or even silly. He introduces emotional anchoring, using music, scents, or objects to shift into a more positive emotional state before working. 10. Rewriting your identity. Sustainable productivity is identity-driven. If you believe I'm bad at consistency, you'll unconsciously fulfill that prophecy. Instead, adopt identity-based habits from James Clear's Atomic Habits. Frame your actions as evidence. Every time I show up, I become a productive person. Use affirmations and visualization to embody your best self. Grow Reads prompt: who do you want to become? Describe that version of you and act accordingly for just 1 hour today. 11. The Feel-Good Productivity Framework. Abdaal ties it all together with a 3-part framework. Energize, prioritize sleep, nutrition, movement, and joyful activities. Unblock, address emotional resistance, perfectionism, and fear. Sustain, build rituals, reflect, and connect with purpose. This isn't a rigid system, it's a flexible mindset. Choose joy and productivity will follow. Part IV, Case Studies and Integration. Ali shares stories from his experience balancing med school and YouTube. Entrepreneurs who found joy through small rituals. Students who overcame burnout by gamifying study routines. Final Grow Reads Challenge. Pick 1 tool from each category. 1 energy ritual. 1 playful productivity hack. 1 identity affirmation. Apply them for 7 days, then reflect what felt good, what changed. Conclusion: do more of what matters and enjoy the ride. Feel-Good Productivity is a revolution disguised as a self-help book. It invites you to stop fighting yourself and start flowing with your own nature. By embracing joy, play, and curiosity, you can build a life that's both productive and meaningful. Thank you for being part of Grow Reads, where we decode the world's best ideas for living a better life. If this summary sparked insight or clarity, please like, share, and subscribe, because feeling good is the future of productivity.